Good morning, family. Happy Tuesday. So, how many of you guys hate your job? You hate going to that place. You hate what you do. Just the thought of it, you just want to pull your hair out. You don't understand why things have to be so hard, why things have to be so difficult, why you have to deal with this, why you have to deal with that. Well, what I've learned, a lot of things that we deal with is because we're not living our purpose. We're going to a job we don't like. We're going to a job that we don't really like our coworkers. But we go because we're going for a check, because we have to pay bills. That's the only reason why we feel like we're obligated to work. What I have learned over the past year is when you are living your purpose, it's actually something that you enjoy doing. I've always heard, like, from a few people, influencers, speakers, saying that you'll know your calling because you'll do it without getting paid. I get it now. I understand it now. So I'm telling you, no matter where you are, see, I think some of us feel like when we live in our purpose when we're up here. When I think kind of like it's a positional thing. It's a positional thing. Because I'm a manager, I'm living my purpose. Because I own my own business, I'm living my purpose. Because I'm the CEO or exec or whatever, I'm living my purpose. Well, let me tell you, living your purpose doesn't necessarily mean a high position. Now, you have your position, you will have your position in heaven. So you also have your position here on earth. So whatever you have been called to, it is your position. God give you the position. Wherever he chooses to position you from. Like with Joseph in the Bible, Genesis, I think starting in 37. God had favor on him, like in a major way. But see, what it was, he got sold into slavery by his brothers. And even when he got sold as a slave, God was with him, which is said in the text. And because God had favor on him, then he prospered in everything he did. So when he got sold into slavery, like he was in Potiphar's house. Potiphar trusted him with everything, and he gave everything. Everything was open to him except for his wife, of course. So he overseen everything in Potiphar's house. All right. And then his wife lied, said that he did this, he did that to her. So the husband believed it, Potiphar believed it, and then he went to prison. And even when he was in prison, God, again, it said God was with him. And the guard seen that, the head guard, I think it was the head guard, seen that God was with him. So he still had favor on his life. They showed him favor because God showed him favor. So he was head over to prison under the guard, of course. So he trusted everything. The guard trusted Joseph with, he overseen like the inmates, if you will. They don't really talk about inmates. It's just, a couple, cupbearer and I forget the other one. Anyway, so although he was in prison, he was still favored. Although he was in prison, he still had a position. God used him in that position he was in. And when it came down to Pharaoh, he got promoted into Pharaoh's house. So Pharaoh placed Joseph over everything and everyone. He was second in command. But it was each step of the way. It was each step of the way in the wilderness to the palace. Same thing with David. All right. So don't look for an external being, anything external to give you a position. God give you the position. If you're a supervisor where you at, God gave you that position. He just put it on their heart, on your employer heart, to offer that opportunity to you. But it was God that gave you that position. So don't think that you're not living your purpose because it feels like you're in a wilderness. That's only where you at now, baby. That's only where you are now, because God needs to make sure that you are right when he take you to the palace, whatever that palace is for you, whatever that palace is that from his perspective. So you hate going to the place that you go to every day. Get aligned with purpose. You hate being around the people that you have to work with. Get aligned with purpose. I promise you, one thing that helped me when I learned that I was walking in my purpose, my perspective changed. My perspective totally changed. So not that I hated my job, because this is actually the best job that I've ever had. But it came to a point where it's like I felt like, maybe it was time for another transition, right? But when I started walking in my purpose, then it's like my perspective changed, and like I'm patient now. I know the things that's to come. I don't know when. I can't focus on that. My job is to do all that I have been called to do while I'm here, and give my best. That's just what it is. So although you hate your place, I guarantee you, if you get aligned with purpose, like, you'll see things differently. You understand it's just a pit stop. You understand that you have to be there because God wants to use you in that position where you are, and he's also preparing you for the next position at the next place, whatever that place is. But it's necessary, and you'll understand that every trial that you go through is very necessary. You'll have your perspective will be totally different, and it'll give you that patience to persevere. It'll give you that mindset that I won't break. It will give you that heart, I won't fold. I'm going to continue to trust God. I'm going to continue to have faith. But it's when you are aligned with purpose, and in order for you to be aligned with purpose and learn what your purpose is first accepting Christ to be your Lord and Savior, and develop a relationship with him. And then be obedient. Whatever he instructed you to do it. Don't matter if somebody's going to reject you. Don't matter. Don't worry about if it doesn't make sense. Don't worry about if you don't understand why you have to do it. Don't worry about any of that. Just do it. And as you continue to be obedient, you will learn that when you look back, all along you walking in your calling, and you will become attached to that. Like you will begin to love what you do, whatever it is, and you continue to seek God first and foremost. That way you won't be so focused on the duty and not the relationship that matters first and the most. All right. And as you continue to carry that out, then you begin to ask God to reveal to you what your purpose is. What did you create me for? So you have to, and all in all, you have to make a decision to live a life pleasing to him. He will reveal everything you need to know about your purpose. But it starts with accepting him, a relationship, and making the decision to live for him. All right? So, you were created with a purpose. It's time for you to learn that purpose. Because although you're still going to go through things here and there in life, when you know that you are attached to your purpose, you are walking in your purpose, you are living your purpose, even if that position is in the wilderness right now at this moment, you won't be bothered by it. You'll be more patient. You'll understand that this place, this is where God is using you at. In this place, this is where God needs you. In this place, this is where he's preparing you. And you will embrace what is going on in the situation. You will embrace what he's doing. You will embrace him, and you will accept it, and you will allow him to do what it is he wants to do in your life. Not all the time is going to be easy. Not all the time is going to be peachy. Not all the time is going to be great. It's going to suck at times, in fact. But it's not going because you have a perspective change. It's not going to suck as bad as it sucks now, because even when it sucks the same, you have a better understanding that it's very necessary. So it take the pain away. It ease the pain a whole lot. All right. And it help you like really stay dialed in, stay focused. Is it times you gonna want to give up? Yes. Is it times you're gonna want to give in? Yes. Is it times where you're gonna be like, you know what, I just can't do this no more? Yes, it is. But as you continue to seek him, and he continue to work on your perspective, and he give you the patience, he give you the strength to endure even in your weakest point, then before you know it, you out of it. You look back, oh, okay, I understand why I was going through that. You will come out much more stronger. You will come out much more wiser. You will come out much more obedient. Like you will come out with more faith, as it is designed to do. But it all falls back on your perspective and embracing what God is trying to do in your life. Okay? So get attached to purpose. Get attached to purpose. Not the purpose that you like created for yourself. Like that's not the life God designed for you. Yes, he put the desires in our heart, but it is him, it is through him he revealed those desires to you. And as you continue to walk with him, then you will be able to fulfill those desires, and you will learn the desires that he gave you, not the desires that you want or have or made up in your mind. You will get aligned with because you are aligned with his purpose. Those desires that you have, you'll learn those are the same desires that he have for you, and he's going to show you how to make it happen. But you can only do this by being aligned with the purpose why he created you. All right, that's our Tuesday encouragement. So I want to tell you, have a great day today. It's raining out here in the DF Dub. It's cool out here in the DF Dub, but this is my weather right here. So even though it's cloudy now, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, it might be raining. It may not be storming anymore. So that's the same with your situation. It might be cloudy right now. It might be cold. The people around you might be cold towards you right now. But it's okay, because if you look in the right direction, you'll see that sun. You'll see that sunlight. And that's where that warmth is. That's where that love is. We talking Christ now. All right, so always seek for the light. If you look in the right direction, you'll find it. But you have to change your perspective. You change your perspective, I guarantee you'll look straight through that negative. You'll look straight through the darkness, and you will see that positive. You will see that light, and that is him. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. We talking about Jesus Christ. All right, so look for him. He's there. He's in your heart. Embrace him. Get aligned with God's will and live your purpose. I promise you, it will not be perfect. So if you clean your dirty, cool, he'll dust you off. But I promise you, it will be worth it. You guys have a great day. Much love.